Can you please call out the first presenter?
Sure. Good afternoon to all the jury members and the presenters. The category is Best Digital Strategy and the duration will be 10 minutes per presentation. Starting with the first presentation, the entry ID is 9181, Britannia 5050 Golmaal. Over to presenter.
Thank you. Just give me a moment, please. Just switching on my camera. Yeah. Share sound. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yes, but it's not on full screen.
Now?
Yes.
Perfect. Good afternoon, jury members. This is Chetan here, and I'm here to present the Britannia of Golmaal 50/50 case. Picture this: you've seen him on field, you've seen him as a commentator, coaching through the sidelines, and in those quirky ads that make you smile. And of course, he's famous for his legendary Golmaal one-liners. Now, imagine Ravi Shastri in your living room, not just on TV, but having a conversation with you. Well, that's exactly what we delivered for Britannia Golmaal 50/50. For over a decade, 50/50, Britannia 50/50 has been all about unpredictability, just like the cricket game itself. Be it the taste of the biscuits or the thrilling moments of the match, 4 or a 6, out or not out, catch or a drop, we all live for the unexpected. And who loves these nail-biting moments? Of course, our core TG 18 to 45 cricket fanatics. They just don't watch the match. They live it, they breathe it, they debate it, and take it online. Over 75% of 18 to 45 years of age are hardcore cricket fans, and within which about 90% of them actually follow and engage with their favorite cricket teams. Cricket is the #1 conversation starter across all age groups. We wanted to do something different. To stand out in a market where we have 20 plus snacking brands targeting or looking to grab the attention among the same audience.
Even I am like not very much familiar, but
hello. So is anybody talking there? Sorry. Okay. Instead of just being present in a traditional way, taking over the live cricket matches, we wanted to do something different. We wanted to be a part of the fans' conversations. Hence, we married Britannia Golmaal's fun and the unpredictable tonality and Ravi Shastri's wit to create an unforgettable and interactive experience. How did we do this? Through augmented reality. We partnered with 8-Wall AR technology to get Ravi Shastri into everybody's home via AR. Partnered with conversational AI to create real conversations. And lastly, we partnered with 11 Labs to create the iconic Ravi Shastri's voice. And the flow was simple. Fans just scan the QR code and voila, Ravi Shastri was there in your living room. Cracking jokes, sharing cricket insights, and more importantly, making the experience pure Golmaal. Even our media approach ensured that Ravi Shastri is present across fans, everywhere cricket fans lived, starting from the conversations on social media to the catch-up scores across the sports and news websites. We further amplified this on 46 sports communities and then supported it with 52 plus sports influencers to build on the virality. Real fans, real time, real conversations, and real engagement. Now let's see how all of these have come together.
Cricket isn't just a game in India, it's a way of life. Every match brings questions, debates, and moments that fans live for. But in a crowded snack market, how could Britannia 50/50 Golmaal break through the noise and become part of the conversation? Enter Ravi Shastri, the man who defined bold, witty cricket commentary.
God's given you things to use it. भगवान बनाया आपको कई चीज देके तो use करो ना यार.
Judge for what you do on the cricket field. If you don't perform on the field, you'll get a kick up your backside.
भी होता है ना, like a bullet to the fins.
But what if we could bring his wisdom to every Indian fan in real time in your living room? We trained AI to do Golmaal the Indian way. Using Gen AI, voice cloning and a digital avatar, we gave fans a way to chat with Ravi Shastri instantly, anytime, anywhere. Fans asked their cricket questions via voice or text. Custom trained AR avatar of Ravi Shastri plus voice cloning. Fans got personalized responses from Shastri himself real time.
Well. Enjoy it like a Golmaal movie marathon.
From match strategies to quirky life advice, Ravi's AI avatar gave fans a reason to keep coming back. The campaign wasn't just a hit, it was a sensation. Britannia 50/50 Golmaal didn't just ride the IPL wave. It redefined fan engagement with AI, humor and snackable entertainment. When AI meets India's cricket obsession, magic happens. This wasn't just a campaign. It was a blueprint for the future of interactive marketing. Golmaal 2.0 is just getting started. Britannia 50/50 Golmaal, the AI coach that changed the game.
The result? Epic engagements, deep fan interactions, and a cricket campaign that stood out in crowded space. But wait, there is more. By ditching the traditional way of targeting the cricket fans through live streaming ads, we saved a whopping 3 crores on media spends, all while creating far more immersive and engaging experience. Now that's what we call a Golmaal masterstroke. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, entry ID 973 Netflix.
Hi, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready to start.
You can start now.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pranjali Singh, and I'm here to present the case study on Kho Gaye Hum Kahan, from clicks to connections. Kho Gaye Hum Kahan is a movie about modern day friendships told through the lens of social media culture. What was the premise of the film Kho Gaye Hum Kahan? It was not about discourse on the ramification of social media users. It wasn't fear-inducing, preachy, or virtuous. So then, what is Kho Gaye Hum Kahan? It is about friendships. It is a warm and comfortable watch and is highly relatable. After Dil Chahta Hai and Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara defined millennial friendships, we wanted to entice a younger generation of content watchers with Kho Gaye Hum Kahan. Media objective for us was to create excitement for the movie and get Gen Z to watch the movie. Gen Z is the first generation to grow up entirely in the digital age. They are highly comfortable with technology and seamlessly incorporate it into their daily lives, making it a central part of how they communicate, connect, and consume content. Gen Z doesn't just watch content. They live it, breathe it, and make it a part of their identity. But we had to navigate through challenges to reach out to Gen Z with Kho Gaye Hum Kahan. Our first challenge was that it was an independent film. It revolved around choosing real friendships over digital friendships. Also, it didn't quintessentially have Netflix A-listers. Gen Zs tend to follow the two ends of the spectrum. The megastars like Shah Rukh Khan, Allu Arjun, or influencers like Prajakta Koli and Usha Kapila. Cluttered environments seemed to be our second challenge. The film was set to launch in the last week of December 2023. Hence, we had to break the clutter of blockbuster releases, year-end campaigns, and holiday or travel plans. Our biggest challenge was that we had to build an emotional connection with Gen Z. Gen Z is a generation that values authenticity and is more likely to respond to genuine, relatable content from brands rather than overly polished or traditional advertising. It is also a generation that skips, blocks, or ignores ads. We know that Gen Z often stay glued to their phones throughout, whether it's checking their phones within the first 10 minutes of waking up, or inside restrooms, or even on a date. We tapped into this behavior by strategically targeting moments and media when they were most likely into their phones. Their media consumption habits are predominantly online and mobile driven. To tackle these challenges, we came up with a connections framework where we wanted to land the message, dost first, post later. So wherever Gen Z were tethered to their phones, we made a connection. We used the insight of connections as a framework. Every time, wherever a person clicked, we embedded our messaging to Gen Z of promoting the film seamlessly and created a connection. So where do we find these connections? These connections are in the digital world, like listening to music, watching content, shopping online, ordering food, socializing, and planning trips with friends. Our campaign was based on these connections. We began our campaign with connections over podcast, conversations on YouTube, connections over a trip with Make My Trip, connections over a song with Spotify, connections over a meal on Swiggy, even connections even with self, where we took over mirrors in lifts and restrooms in restaurants and built a connection outside of digital world as well. Let me take you through the AV to showcase what we did.
Gen Z grew up in a world of instant pings and fleeting connections, where friendships fit into blue ticks, emotions shrank into emojis, and memories disappeared in 24-hour stories. The lines between digital and real were fading. It was time to hit refresh. With our connections framework, we didn't just show up in their feeds, we became part of their world, seamlessly blending into their screens, conversations, and culture. And here's how we did it. Custom YouTube packs. Tapped into fan favorite creators like Beer Biceps, Filter Copy, OK Tested, where we seamlessly wove our film into content they trusted. From deep dive discussions to relatable sketches. Make My Trip travel collab. We turned travel aspirations into a hook on Make My Trip. The film's BFF getaway theme was mapped to trending destinations like Goa and Thailand. Suddenly, the movie wasn't just a watch, it was the perfect plan. Spotify year-end takeover. On Spotify, the film's soundtrack became part of their lives. Placed in Bollywood, chill and party playlists, it turned passive listening into active discovery. Book My Show integration positioned the film alongside blockbusters like Animal and Donkey, ensuring it stayed in entertainment conversations.
Phones off, good vibes on.
Swiggy movie menu. Designed film-inspired snack combos with quirky messaging to enhance binge-watching moments. Viral meme culture. Partnered with Young Guns to create shareable, laugh-out-loud memes, driving organic buzz across social platforms. But the real moment happened outside the screen. We created friendship billboards where fans uploaded friend pics with winners featured on Mumbai, Delhi and Bangalore billboards. Transformed city commutes and holiday flights into Kho Gaye Hum Kahan experiences with metro and in-flight branding. Playful stickers in 100-plus female washrooms sparked conversations on self-reflection and friendship. Kho Gaye Hum Kahan wasn't just something they streamed. It held up a mirror to their own lives. The results?
this is how we swaddled our messaging to Gen Zs at touch points which allow them to foster precious moments of their friendships, hence urging them to subscribe and watch Kho Gaye Hum Kahan. Thank you, judges. Thank you, Ad Club.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving to the next presentation, the entry ID is 9162 Ultratech Cement Limited.
Deep, just let me know one moment. Let me just share
Okay,
the audio as well. Just give me a minute, please.
Okay.
Share sound. Sandeep, can you give me a thumbs up if the deck is visible over there and also moving?
Yes.
Cannot see me. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry for this. All well?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going
Can
ahead.
start now.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. क्या आपको याद है when the sea link and the coastal road was first started in Mumbai? Oh, there was a lot of hype. Media praised the architectural brilliance, the grandeur of the design. For the first time, this was done, that was done. Oh my, so much was spoken about it. But tell me, did you know that Ultratech Cement was a part of these projects? Yes, Ultratech Cement builds infrastructure projects which help build our nation. How? Because most of the infrastructure projects, which is an indicator of growth, use Ultratech Cement. However, to India, we are perceived to be just a bag of cement. Yes, they know us as India's #1 cement, but it started and ended with cement. We had to change this perception. We had to tell urban India that we also fuel India's growth story. Now, this was beautifully captured in the line, Banega to Badega India. The more infrastructure Ultratech undertakes, the more India will grow. We had to bring this to life. You see, the target audience were the bureaucrats, policymakers, financial institutions, the investing community, the man on the street, a huge varied target audience. Now, you may ask me why this is your target audience. Now, you see, Ultratech plays a role in the lives of the independent home builder who builds his home from ground zero. While in urban, big towns and metros, we do not build, but either rent or buy apartments. So for urban India, the perception that Ultratech is more than a bag of cement had to be built. How do we make infrastructure appeal to them? How do we make Banega to Badega India resonate with them? By bringing out the benefits of infrastructure, not the grandeur or the engineering marvel, but the many ways bridges, buildings, roads have improved the lives of Indians. We converted these infrastructure projects that Indians viewed as inanimate objects into human stories. The story was clear. Ultratech builds infrastructure, infrastructure improves the lives of citizens, citizens can do more with all the facilities available, all leading to our nation's growth. Our strategy mirrored the butterfly effect. This suggests that even a single change that can bring rippling effects. For example, a metro railway line doesn't just connect point A to point B, but makes commuting faster, which helps you to spend more time with family or pursue one's hobby. I hope you're getting what I'm saying, right? Each project improves the lives of citizens in so many ways. Similarly, strategic media touch points, when woven together, amplify reach and impact at scale. We had the story, we had ideas, but how do we communicate this? Now, despite a very varied audience, we had one big commonality. All are digital addicts. Our strategy made sure that the connections between platforms, digital tech, data analytics, target audience, and messaging was seamless, innovative, and resonated with our audiences. Let's see how we've unfolded all of this.
India is entering a new era. But what fuels this progress? The answer is infrastructure. More than just structures, it's the foundation of aspirations. Yet, its role has long been overlooked. Ultratech Cement recognized that infrastructure doesn't just support growth, it enables it. But how do you make a nation see beyond cement and concrete? You turn structures into stories. That's how Banega to Badhega India was born. Not as a tagline, but as a movement, proving that with the right foundation, progress follows.
इंडिया बनता रहेगा तो आगे बढ़ता रहेगा.
With a staggering 96% digital adoption among our audience, a digital-first approach was the natural choice. Even a small piece of infrastructure can spark massive transformation, much like the butterfly effect. Our digital strategy was inspired by this very phenomenon, backed by three main pillars: credible endorsement, humanizing infra stories, maximizing reach effectiveness. We brought in Shah Rukh Khan to showcase how infrastructure unlocks endless possibilities. To maximize impact, we launched the asset across key platforms where our audience engages. Connected TV, YouTube, OTTs, and business and social media networks, leveraging high-impact pause ads for deeper resonance. We also collaborated with top news platforms to emphasize the role of infrastructure in national growth.
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बिल्ड हुआ, एक गांव बना, एक एस्ट्रोटर्फ का मैदान बना.
बनेगा इंडिया तो बढ़ेगा इंडिया.
We went a step further by championing democracy and civic participation. By geo-targeting 20,000 plus polling booths and integrating Google Maps with Election Commission data, we transformed voter accessibility, seamlessly turning intent into action in real time. To bring the importance of infrastructure in nation's growth, we localized digital audio ads to highlight monumental projects built with Ultratech Cement, targeting our TG during their travel in real time.
आपने कभी सोचा है समंदर के एक छोर से दूसरे छोर तक पहुंचने में कितनी आकांक्षाएं बीच रास्ते में ही दम तोड़ देती थी, पर अब नहीं.
We collaborated with key influencers across domains, creating 48 plus tailored content pieces that seamlessly integrated Ultratech's vision into organic conversations. To expand our storytelling, we leveraged high-impact live sports and entertainment properties, including Kaun Banega Crorepati and the Men's T20 World Cup. We also targeted niche urban affluent segments through premium programming like Shark Tank and Australian Open.
डॉक्टर रानी और डॉक्टर अभय की उपलब्धियों से ये दर्शाती है हमको कि बनेगा तो बढ़ेगा इंडिया, और इनकी सराहना करते हुए हमारे और अल्ट्राटेक की तरफ से एक छोटी सी भेंट है.
The Banega to Badhega India campaign delivered exceptional outcomes, both in tangible business growth and intangible brand perception shifts. Through this campaign, Ultratech Cement cemented its role in nation building and continues to pave the way forward.
Perception change. Probably the toughest marketing challenge to crack. But we managed it because we had a very powerful story to tell. We had a compelling story, something that citizens could relate to. Multiple platforms and multiple digital verticals, catering to the digital consumption habits of all the varied target groups. The power of experts, influencers that amplified reach. We also made our buildings, roads, bridges, and tunnels speak. While we did have Shah Rukh Khan in the commercial, I think we can proudly say that SRK was the singly butterfly, but our digital strategy gave him wings and had a ripple effect across India. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next presentation, entry ID is 985, Coca-Cola. Over to presenter.
Hi, is my screen visible
Yes.
and the presenter notes are hidden?
Yes.
Great.
Can start now.
Okay, great. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abha, and I will be taking you through our digital strategy on Coke Studio. Coca-Cola is the largest aerated beverage brand in the world. But in India, it ranks third. With a stronger presence in urban cities and an aging consumer base, the task ahead was clear. If we had to grow, we had to massify the brand by expanding our consumer base beyond urban India and into the heart of Bharat, forging deeper connections with local audiences. This meant that the brand had to make a strategic shift from India to Bharat. But to make this shift, we first needed to identify the media consumption habits of Gen Z in Bharat. Our research showed that the younger audience is deeply passionate about music, not global trends, but sounds that celebrate their roots, reflecting their regional identity and pride. Coca-Cola's connection to music spans far beyond the last 2 decades. It has been an integral part of its brand identity. But given India's linguistic diversity and Gen Z's increasing preference for regional pride, we launched Coke Studio in India in a new avatar, presenting Coke Studio Bharat, a celebration of India's diverse musical heritage, which became our gateway to Bharat. We created 14 songs across 10 languages, touching almost all parts of Bharat, from Kumauni in Uttarakhand to Haryanvi in Haryana and Avdi in UP, to name a few. The stage was set with the right content, but we sought a media strategy that prioritized discovery over delivery. Instead of pushing our ads to consumers, we aimed to pull in the users towards our content. Our digital media strategy had to stay true to 4 pillars. We had to go local and ensure presence on platforms that connect with Bharat. We also had to ensure authenticity in those connections, while staying true to pop culture trends and at the same time provide Gen Z with first of its kind experiences which can satisfy their FOMO. We partnered with Jio to create a category-first content-to-commerce hub, engaging Coke Studio fans across 8 different Jio apps. By integrating with JioMart, we turned music into a driver of consumer behavior. We also tapped into short-form content platforms and regional apps, transforming them into powerful discovery engines for our songs. Music streaming apps play the dual role of fueling both discovery and consumption on the back of trending playlists, audio ads, and high visibility roadblocks. We also partnered with 800 regional influencers and 9,000 youth ambassadors who brought the unique style and authenticity to our interactions. We leveraged popular singing and dance reality shows for our songs, from Neha Kakkar singing our Kumauni track to Quick Styles performance on a Punjabi number. These moments created intrigue for our songs. To cater to Gen Z's exclusivity hunger, we turned every single Coke bottle into a gateway of experiences, providing early song access, exclusive music videos, and behind-the-scenes content. Now, let's take you all through this musical journey.
Regional music has become a gateway for Gen Z to unwind, express, and connect. Hence, a global brand like Coca-Cola, which thrives on emotional and cultural connections, decided to not just speak, but sing in their languages. Coca-Cola reintroduced their iconic global IP in India, giving a platform to regional artists representing almost every major language. But music isn't just about sound, it's about discovery. We knew that our audience, Gen Z, weren't just listening to music, they were experiencing it in new ways. They were discovering songs on social media. They were using music to de-stress, to vibe, to create. They weren't waiting for the music to come to them. They were finding it. So we flipped the script. Instead of pushing content through traditional ads, we built a discovery-first model. Turning Coke Studio from a music IP into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Our first move? A complete Coke Studio takeover of Jio. For the first time ever, a dedicated Coke Studio content hub was created inside the Jio ecosystem, enabling us to build a community of Coke Studio listeners across 8 different apps. And it wasn't just about streaming. We synchronized Coke Studio content with JioMart, proving that music could drive commerce. Next, we shifted our focus from where the music lived to how it was found and transformed. YouTube. From platform for paid views into a discovery engine. First position placements on YouTube Shorts ensured our tracks launched with maximum effect. Smart video campaigns delivered the right format to the right audience at the right time, boosting views while reducing costs. Regional apps and short video platforms became our gateway into deeper markets. Strategic playlist integrations on streaming platforms ensured our songs stayed top of the mind and top of the charts. And just like that, Coke Studio wasn't just being streamed. It was being searched, shared, and celebrated. RJ integrations and song plays on radio made Coke Studio the talk of the town. And to close the loop, we took the music straight to the streets with a multi-city metro jingle activation, turning every commute into a Coke Studio experience. We tapped into India's most powerful trendsetters, regional influencers, content creators, and micro communities. We didn't just ask them to promote Coke Studio. We made them part of it. 9,000 plus youth ambassadors carried Coke Studio straight into college communities, making it a movement, not just a moment. Extended KOL integrations beyond Instagram to regional social platforms like Moj and ShareChat turned discovery into a movement. We didn't just stop there. We took Coke Studio into India's most iconic reality shows. When Neha Kakkar took the stage on TV to sing our song Son Chadi, it wasn't just a performance. It was a moment. Coke Studio Bharat is no longer just a music platform. It's a movement, a celebration, a revolution in sound. And this is just the beginning.
The entire Bharat sang along with us. We saw gains not only in market share, but our mind measures also improved. And guess what? Our songs received 40% organic views, which is a huge benchmark for any content. But the journey doesn't end here. Coke Studio Season 3 is already live. So keep sharing and keep listening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, entry ID is 9125 Vim.
Hi, can you please tell me if my screen is visible?
Yes, visible.
And without the presenter's notes? Can you see the presenter's notes?
Yes.
And how about now?
Yes, it's visible. Present note is visible to us.
Just a second.
No, it's okay.
But I can't see it. I'm sorry. Let me share only the screen so that you won't be able to see it. Can you please tell me how is it now?
Yes, you can start now. Yes.
Just a minute, let me just hide out of this. Okay, I'm ready.
Yes, we can start now.
Vanakkam judges, it's John here. I'm here to talk about how Vim turned a mundane task to a musical retreat. Vim isn't just any dishwashing brand. We are the dishwashing brand. We are 8x bigger than our closest competitor. This means 7 out of 10 people think Vim when they think about dishwashing. Vim isn't just any bar or liquid. It represents chore neutrality, a belief that dishwashing shouldn't be tied to a specific person, role, or a routine, but rather be a shared responsibility. And this has been acknowledged at multiple forums. But Vim faces a critical strategic challenge, declining relevance among Gen Z and millennials, leading to shrinking market penetration. Now, that's a huge problem? No, it's a huge opportunity for Vim, who is the market leader. That's where our own proprietary tool, Good Growth Framework, provides strategic direction focused on discovery, audience mindset, and media delivery, leveraging human intelligence to drive relevance among Gen Z and millennials to unlock growth. To drive relevance among Gen Z and millennials, we focused on discovering category and consumer insights, designing an engaging experience, and delivering relevant reach strategically. Let me be honest, judges. Nobody likes washing dishes. In our consumer survey done among Gen Zs and millennials, we come to find that it isn't like buying a beauty product or choosing that one shirt or dress which they like. Deciding dishwashing brand or format to buy is neither rational nor involved among these cohorts. To them, it's too boring, repetitive, and not at all cool for them. It's not something that gives them a rush, like binge watching their liking series, dancing to their favorite number, right? So, judges, I can relate to these stats. I may not be a Gen Z myself, but I'm raising one and I'm working with many. These are the first one to listen the most trending songs on Spotify. They seem to lose the track of time when they start browsing their Insta. Well, this one is my favorite. They follow influencers more than their own folks. They don't seem to chat through words anymore. Their memes is a code language which they only seem to get it. AI is their new buzzword and they are quite positive about it. Not only they use it extensively, but also pick up new tools or models as and when it comes out. Well, millennials and Gen Z engage differently, but on the same platform, right? Millennials seek news, opinions, convenience, while Gen Z prefers trends, immersive experiences, and quick interactions, shaping their unique digital behaviors and preferences, right? Well, music isn't just an entertainment. It's their background score for everything, even for their own chores. From gym workouts to study sessions, music is their constant companion. Well, judges, what do we know so far? Our objective is to reinforce relevance of dishwashing. Gen Z and millennials always listen to music. AI is their buzzword. They follow influences literally. And they're always on social media. Now, it all comes down to how we connect all these so that we'll be able to get them back to the sync. To bring this alive, we gave away wearable smartbands. These weren't just any brands. They had motion sensors and AI that could generate unique musical beats out of their dishwashing movements. Well, this connects music, tech, and our target audiences digitally. We handed these beats over to Ridwis, an artist who's already a favorite among our target audience, to create an absolute banger. And boom, as they say, the Nasara collab was born. A song that wasn't just another track. but one made from dishwashing sounds. It dropped on YouTube, and the response? Insane. People were vibing, dancing, and believe it or not, they actually looking forward to doing their dishes. Let's see how it was done.
Dishwashing, a chore often left to the women. Partners and kids, avoidance experts, especially Gen Z and millennials. Vim believes chores are everyone's responsibility. But let's be honest, no one loves dishwashing. Everyone, however, loves music. Vim was set to change the dishwashing narrative, make it musical. Partnering with Ritviz, a youth icon, Vim aimed to do just that. Together, they launched Nazare. A playful take on Vim's perspective on dishwashing. The song transforms kitchen into a sing-side party and a video that captures the joy of shared moments. Nazare sparked a movement, a dishwashing dance craze that took over every platform where our audiences engaged with music. Influencers joined in, sharing Nazare movements, over 3,000 of them in just 15 days. To further connect with Gen Zs and millennials, the video featured references from viral sensations, Gopi Bahu and the dancing uncle. The meme pages loved it. But Vim didn't stop at this. It gamified the chore. It didn't just innovate, it invented the Vim Beat Band, which turned scrubbing movements into personalized beats using AI. A truly integrated experience. The results? A dishing hit. Soaring metrics, explosive growth, and a cultural shift, especially among Gen Z and millennials. Vim turned dishwashing into delightful beats and sparked a cultural movement, one sink at a time.
We didn't stop at just creating a song and dropping it on YouTube. We launched it through multiple digital channels, making it fit for these platforms. With reels, stories, influencers, and UGC content, we drove participations. This ensures that the campaign caught them at every digital touchpoints of their choice. And the results. Their positive sentiments about dishwashing made Vim more meaningful for them. And that led to a whooping 200 BPS increase in penetration. And ultimately, all of this resulted in decom sales uplift by 20%. Vim's glow up is real. We tapped into what Gen Z and millennials vibes, crafted a dope experience, and dropped them where they can't miss it. Smart moves created magical impact. Our work being spoken by others gives us a real kick, isn't it? Now imagine, when Rohit Java, CEO and MD of HUL, opened his global investors meeting with this LinkedIn post of him talking about Vim collaborating with Ritviz. That's all from me. Thank you, juries.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to the next presentation, the entry ID is 975 Bisleri.
Hi, judges. Am I audible?
Yes.
Just give me a moment to share my screen,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
All right. I'm ready. Whenever you're ready, let me know, sir.
Yeah, you can start now.
All right. Good afternoon, jury. I'm Yasir, and let me tell you how Bisleri replaced cola with water. Since its launch in 1965, Bisleri has built 5 decades of legacy, becoming synonymous with bottled water and capturing 60% of the market share. Despite this success, the brand lacked a connection with Gen Z, which makes up to 30-35% of India's population. Gen Z preferred new age brands attracted by their contemporary positioning and endorsements by celebrities. So how do we make Bisleri relevant for Gen Z? One, that presents the opportunity to grow sales for Bisleri. We studied behavioral patterns of Gen Zs and found that this generation practices conscious consumption, is always on the go and prioritizes convenience, prioritizes physical, mental, and emotional health, and actively participates in a variety of sports. Despite Gen Z being wellness enthusiasts, why do carbonated beverages sell more than packaged drinking water in India? Upon closer analysis, we realized that while athletes primarily rely on water for hydration, the symbiotic link between sports and hydration is not widely known. The strong presence of cricketers, athletes, and celebrities in cola and alcohol ads creates a false impression that they consume these drinks, when in reality, they don't. To break this misconception, Bisleri became the hydration partner at top sporting events, consciously avoiding the traditional route of regular logo, sponsorship, or spot buys to better impact Gen Z's view on hydration. To bring our idea to life, we made Bisleri the hydration partner to top 5 IPL teams. And since Gen Z loves for sport goes beyond cricket, we extended our hydration partnership to various sporting events like marathon, football, table tennis, and many more. Since not all Gen Zs are into sports, and as per Hub Research report, 30% of their daily media consumption is movies. We chose Deepika Padukone as our brand ambassador for a strong Gen Z connection. Her influential presence and relatability among the Gen Zs allowed us to make hydration look cool. Deepika's shift from endorsing colas to water proves her commitment to promoting real hydration and saying no to pseudo hydration products. Let us see how we brought this to life through an AV.
Since 1965, Bisleri has become synonymous with bottled water and captured 60% of the market share. Despite this success, it lacked a connection with Gen Zs, as it was not viewed as a modern brand. Targeting Gen Z, which comprises 30-35% of India's population, is crucial for increasing Bisleri's sales. This generation prioritizes health by leading active lifestyles and often participates in sports. Then why is it that the carbonated beverage category sales surpasses packaged drinking water? Athletes often promote cola and surrogate alcohol brands but never actually consume them. In reality, water is what truly keeps them hydrated. We chose to become hydration partner to the athletes to resonate with Gen Z. With this intervention, we demonstrated that best teams of IPL relied on Bisleri to stay hydrated. We not only swapped cola bottles with Bisleri, but also redefined the meaning of being cool and well hydrated. Gen Z's passion for sports goes beyond cricket. We've partnered with various events like ISL, Ultimate Table Tennis, and marathons and more. We went beyond sports to tap into Gen Z's passion for Indian cinema. We roped in Deepika Padukone as Bisleri's brand ambassador. Drink it up. For her strong connection with Gen Z. Deepika's shift from endorsing colas to packaged drinking water emphasizes her change in belief in promoting healthy lifestyle products. So how did we establish Bisleri as the cool hydration partner via sports and Bollywood? 15 crores plus Bisleri bottles and 550 plus Bisleri vans were launched with players' imagery acting as organic media coverage. Bisleri's ice boxes and Visi coolers were placed at dugouts, provided phenomenal visibility during live matches. Players sipping and flipping the Bisleri bottles was amplified on social media. We got exclusive distribution rights in stadiums. Deepika captivated Gen Z with an effortless bottle flip challenge while dancing to the song Joom 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 Baba. The campaign was aired across 84 channels with top impact shows and sports. Roadblocks were deployed on Gen Z popular digital platforms like Spotify and YouTube. Deepika's swag inspired 100 plus influencers to create their own version of the hook step and a bottle flip challenge. We used humor to create viral memes on Instagram, capturing Gen Z's attention. We also leveraged our own assets with Deepika's imagery on 25 crore plus bottles and 550 plus vans. With this intervention, we made flaunting a Bisleri bottle the new cool for the Gen Z. And that's how we replaced cola with water.
Well, judges, let's take a look at the impact of this campaign. With hydration partnership intervention, Bisleri surpassed its 3-year CAGR of 9%, achieving an unprecedented 28% growth quarter-on-quarter sales. Sold 28,000 cases and 15 plus crore limited edition bottles during the IPL, recovering two-thirds of the cost of association within the first 2 years of the 3-year deal. Bisleri leveraged its own assets with branding on 550 plus trucks, 65,000 plus POSM placements. We got access to player imagery at no cost, effectively amplifying them on social media, driving high engagement and conversations. The hydration partnership's social media amplification recorded 160 million and 20 million views on Instagram and YouTube, 1 million plus likes, and 180 plus media coverages across print and online. Secured over 2 hours of free TV plus OTT airtime during live IPL matches via Visi Cooler and Icebox branding. For the first time in the country, we created a media initiative that became a new revenue stream for Bisleri. Deepika's hashtag Drink It Up campaign reached 89% of Gen Zs. Deepika's Instagram post hit 917 million views and 5.2 million likes, while YouTube garnered 82 million views. Influencer and other social media amplification garnered 15 million views and 3.2 million engagement. And that's how we replaced cola with water. Thank you, Judy. I completely understand it's been a long day, so please stay hydrated with Bisleri. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation entry ID is 9148 Castrol Power One.
Hi, just 1 minute. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, just 1 second. Yeah. Okay,
You can start now.
1 second.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. So, I have ridden across cities, highways, and mountains numerous times. But, you never really forget the first time you twist the throttle and feel the surge of power beneath you. For me, that moment wasn't just about speed, it was about freedom. And every time I ride, I feel it. The hunger for more, not just to ride fast, but to race, to push my own limits. But in India, where does that road lead? In a country with 220 million bikers, these two wheels aren't just a mode of transport, they are a way of life. We celebrate the ride, the thrill, the machines. And yet, when it comes to racing, the very pinnacle of skill and speed, India is missing from the world stage. You know, we hosted MotoGP Bharat for the first time ever, and we cheered for the world's fastest riders. But look at the starting grid. There's no Indian name. It's not because we lack talent. We have riders who can go toe to toe with the best. But what we don't have is a guiding light. The barriers are everywhere. No structured racing programs, no world class training, no clear transition journey from a passionate rider to a professional racer. There is a severe lack in safety parameters, and honestly, the sport is for the rich. And now that we're talking about problems, as a woman, it's even more difficult to find inroads here. And add to that, your age. And the most frustrating part, while some brands have engaged with us bikers by sponsoring events and running some campaigns, no one really built something that could change the future of Indian racing. But then, Castrol Power One did something different. But before I take you through that, let me tell you why they did something different. Castrol Power One, a two-wheeler lubricant engine oil in the premium engine oil segment, commands 30% market share. But over the years, with mass media advertising, while they were able to hold awareness, they saw a drop in consideration scores with people like me, not considering them as an engine oil giving better performance to my bike. And as you know, for us bikers, we really resonate with people just like us. You know, the biking communities that we're a part of online, influencers who build aspiration for us. And of course, we are constantly on the lookout for events and platforms to showcase our passion and talents. This is exactly what Castrol Power One realized, that for us bikers, it is not ad campaigns and sponsorship logos that make an impact, but demonstration that trumps description. जहां सब brands बोल रहे थे best performance, Castrol Power ने मुझे खुद experience कराया. They actually launched the ultimate platform called India's Ultimate Moto Star, a hunt for the country's top 3 racers who did not just get a track to test their speed, but also training from RACR, India's leading racing academy. And the ones who proved their mettle got the ultimate opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime training experience at the LCR Honda MotoGP team's training facility in Europe. Why was this platform so different? It addressed key challenges faced by passionate bikers like me. From registrations to bikes to gears, everything was offered to us by the brand at no monetary value. All we had to do was bring our best talent. Whether you were a mother, a businessman, a college student, or even a mechanic, anyone could come and show their skills on the track. When they launched with their call for entry promo, it spread like wildfire within the biking community across social media and WhatsApp. It was an opportunity we had never heard of before. From a dedicated microsite explaining the process of registrations and selections to personalized regional content on social and WhatsApp, I was reminded at every digital touchpoint to not lose out on my chance to make my passion a profession. From influencers to college ambassadors and even my mechanics, everyone got talking about it. And if you're thinking that this was just a talent platform, hold on. Let me tell you that they actually kickstarted an entire movement in the biking scene. They became the first ones to launch India's first ever motor racing reality show on JioCinema. The episodic content series turned racers into heroes and drove brand recall. Short-form content snippets about rider backstories, race highlights, training insights, and a lot more fueled further engagement across social media. Now, why don't you see it for yourself?
In a country where two-wheelers fuel passion and the road is more than just a path, it's a calling. What will it take for this nation of bikers to become a nation of racers? The thrill of racing pulses through our streets. But where is India on the global racing map? We host the world's fastest riders, yet no Indian stands on the MotoGP grid. The dream is alive, but the road is blocked. The barriers? No access to world-class training and safety measures, no financial backing, no structured racing opportunities. Gender and age play a crucial role. While many sponsor events, Castrol Power One, leader in premium motorcycle engine oils, didn't just want to fuel engines. It wanted to fuel dreams. With ultimate performance at its core, Castrol Power One needed to reinforce their leadership and become synonymous with performance. We built a strategic solution that was about building a future for Indian motor racing. As the performance partner to India's first ever MotoGP Bharat, Castrol Power One brought India's racing dreams closer to reality. The perfect first step towards launching a platform that would change the game. To inspire the biking generation, we brought in legends who didn't just endorse but empowered. Finally, Castrol Power One shifted gears, giving raw biking talent a shot at their ultimate dream and launched a first-of-its-kind platform, India's Ultimate Moto Star. A nationwide hunt for India's top racers, open to anyone, regardless of age, gender or background. No expensive gear needed, just pure talent. And the ultimate reward? A chance to train with LCR Honda in Europe, stepping closer to their MotoGP dreams. We partnered with India's leading entertainment network, Viacom 18 and FMSCI to conduct an international racing standard championship. From the streets to the racetrack, a revolution began. This nationwide hunt reached bikers across the country. With 50,000 plus bikers across backgrounds registering, a true search talent began. Who went through training and screening across 4 cities. And then the ultimate test. Top 18 who went through a rigorous 5-day advanced training program for the ultimate chance to prove themselves. But this wasn't just about the track. It was about telling the story. And hence, India's first ever motor racing web series was born on Jio Cinema and MTV, capturing the passion of India's rising racers. An exclusive bikers anthem was created to inspire millions to believe that the dream was real. While the winners made it to Europe and lived their ultimate motor racing dream, a community was being empowered. This wasn't just a race, it was history in the making. Castrol Power One didn't only become synonymous with performance, but also inspired an entire nation.
The impact speaks for itself. The episodic series garnered over 8 million views on JioCinema and MTV. Not just this, but the show featured in the top 10 TV shows on JioCinema for 2 weeks straight post-launch. With 93 million plus reach and 781,000 engagements, Castrol Power One got the biking communities raving about this platform. Over 50,000 enthusiasts across different backgrounds and life stages registered for this program. And the fact that a mechanic actually made it to the top 18 truly showcases how Castrol Power One democratized this motorsport. This was bound to have a tremendous brand impact. Consideration for Castrol Power One within bikers witnessed a growth of 20%. And the brand improved its imagery scores on better performance by 20% as well. With an increase in meaningfulness scores by 17%, the brand got everyone talking so much that their platform that their social media handles witnessed an organic growth of 22%. Castrol Power One really took all our wild, reckless, passionate dreams and gave them a pit stop to turn into something real. They didn't just sponsor a future racer, they created one. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dream to chase because Castrol Power One just created a MotoGP of their own. Thank you.
1 minute.
Thank you.
Next presentation, entry ID is 9102. WhatsApp.
Good afternoon, everyone. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me the cue as to when I can start?
Yes, you can start now.
Condemning your boss complaining about relatives, criticizing neighbors, dissing a friend, or venting stormy opinions. Indians process a lot of feelings on a daily basis, and they need to release it in a truly secure space. In other words, and mind you, words have consequences. India's not patient. But if there's a leak in your beak or a slip of the lip, we are more than aware and wary of the fire coming our way. That's why, to keep our verbal fireworks secure, it's vital that our messenger ensures our words land only on the ears they are meant for. The importance of privacy cannot be overstated, especially when it comes to a tool that has practically become our second nature, WhatsApp. Hello, I'm Kanish Khandelwal, and I'll be taking you through WhatsApp's privacy campaign. In 2020, due to government regulations and negative media trends, the users felt that their privacy is at stake. Since 2022, the brand has worked to reshape perceptions and introduced multiple privacy features. In 2024, focus was on reinforcing communication about personal messages while introducing new features related to consumer interactions with businesses. We initiated the WhatsApp privacy campaign with the objective of building value for the new features and enhancing their usage. However, the challenge at hand was to identify the target audience and effectively reach out to them. We used a proprietary tool, Pace Panel, to classify people concerned about data privacy as critics, those confident about their online data as promoters, and in between as neutrals. Further, we used GWI, DGI, and ComScore to build an audience persona and identify top platforms within key media genres. Focusing on critics and neutrals between the ages of 25 to 44, residing in selected 8 states of India, we categorized critics as premium, well-informed audiences concentrated in metros, while neutrals were people from modest income group of tier 2 and 3 cities. For campaign execution, we created a strategic media framework to achieve our objectives: inform, inspire, and interact. In the informed phase, we focused on maximizing reach and enhancing brand visibility in high traffic areas through impact placements such as mastheads, roadblocks, interstitials, and billboards across channels like YouTube, OTTs, non-meta social apps, news, and ticket booking platforms. In phase 2, we built brand affinity through sequential privacy feature-led messaging across OTT, audio, social, and connected TV in Hindi and English. We engaged critics by placing WhatsApp ads during Champions League and US Open, and also secured high SOB buys on YouTube channels focused on content like travel, tech, entertainment, and investment. Our final phase focused on boosting engagement and driving adoption of privacy features through 15 plus immersive ad experiences, allowing users to explore privacy features of their interest. Additionally, WhatsApp developed an immersive mobile game where players could help Chef Igbir uncover his family's secret recipe by answering questions regarding WhatsApp's privacy features. We partnered with top Instagram chef influencers who shared their personal experiences with this game through engaging reels and introduced the game to their followers. The influencer reels delivered over 1.6 million views and garnered media worth 2 million. To maintain seamless execution, we unified media deployment, prioritized brand viewability, and implemented third-party tracking for real-time optimization. Let's look at how we brought this execution to life.
At the core of WhatsApp's mission lies safeguarding user privacy. Over the past 3 years, WhatsApp has introduced multiple privacy features. In 2022, the platform focused on education and feature adoption. By 2023, it regained trust in its privacy measures, showcasing its competitive edge. In 2024, WhatsApp aimed to reinforce its narrative of multiple layers of protection and introduce new features for consumer business interactions. WhatsApp 2024 campaign focused on achieving 3 main goals: build value, feature familiarity, feature adoption. The challenge was to identify and engage with the right target audience. Using our proprietary tool, Pace Panel, we classified users concerned about privacy as critics, those confident about their online data as promoters, and undecided as neutrals. To address the concerns of critics and neutrals, media consumption patterns and online behavior were analyzed using GWI and TGI. Comprehensive research identified optimal channels and platforms for precise message delivery. To target critics, we used qualifiers such as top 10% income households, handset value above 25k, consumers of English news, and neutrals as modest income households, handset value below 25k, and consumers of regional media. We created a strategic media framework to achieve our objectives: inform, inspire, and interact. 71 plus assets were deployed across 38 partners in 8 markets, generating 600 plus URLs. In the inform phase, our focus was on maximizing reach and visibility using high SOV properties across key platforms. In the inspire phase, we focused on brand affinity through sequential privacy feature-led messaging across OTTs, social media, CTV, and audio platforms. In the interact phase, we boosted engagement by using 15 plus rich media formats. WhatsApp launched an interactive game where players answer 3 questions about its privacy features to unlock Chef Ikbir's secret recipe. We partnered with top Instagram chefs who shared their game experience through Reels, challenging their followers to uncover the secret recipe. The campaign received love nationwide. 155.7 million critics and neutrals saw the ad 4.7 billion times, generating 2.02 billion completed views and 26 million clicks. Kantar's and Nielsen's findings affirm that the campaign was a tremendous success. Strategic targeting, partner selection, and ad format choices contributed to the campaign's success and transformed public's perception of WhatsApp's commitment to privacy.
In addition to the results shown in the EV, we secured a remarkable 74% share of voice on all privacy-related searches. On audio, we garnered an impressive 90% listen-through rate. Our campaign also drove a 10.4% improvement in privacy-related opinions and a 13% lift in consideration of business messaging. So go ahead and communicate your intended message to the intended recipient without any fear of eavesdropping and exploitation. That's my time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Okay, dear jury members and the presenters, we'll have a just short break of 10 minutes and we'll back after 10 minutes. Thank you. Hello. Dear jury members, can we start?
Yes.
Thank you. Is Ultratech team is ready?
Hi. Yes.
Okay. So next presentation is entry ID 9142 Ultratech Cement Limited. Over to you.
Sandeep, let us know once the deck is visible.
Sure. Nitin, you are here, Nitin Sandeep.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. All good?
Yes.
Sandeep, also let me know if the slides are moving. All cool?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, start now.
All right, I can start. Okay. Hi, jury members. I'm Nishank and I'll be taking you through our digital strategy for Ultratech Cement Ghar Ek Mauka Ek. Some decisions in life come only once, and these decisions shape our future forever. These decisions may need to be taken in a second or over months, but we have to take full responsibility of the outcome. We just hope that these decisions are the right one. Well, you must be thinking, what decisions am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the decision to build one's own home, not just buying, but building it from the ground up. It's a life changing decision, one that often costs a person their life savings. And that's why it has to be right from day one. The people who want to build their own home are referred to as individual home builders or the IHBs. They live in small town and rural India. You know, over 8 million homes are constructed every year in India. 90% of the IHBs built a home only once in their lifetime. For them, it's more than the house they're building. It's a symbol of their pride, identity, and competence. These IHBs are Ultratech's prime target audience. Once a decision has been made by the IHB, the problem actually starts because he doesn't know how to build a house. He has to rely on many people. On one hand, he has the family favorites, Merit ke Tauji, Pados ke uncle, Kanpur ke chacha. I mean, उन्हें घर बनाए होंगे, but they know precious little. And on the other hand, he's caught between the architects, the contractors, and the masons. I mean, they have their own vested interests. In a situation like this, he's caught up between the devil and the deep sea. So he relies on the best popular choice, brands which are highly visible, most talked about, and whatever fits his budget. But when it comes to cement, it is a risk. While building a home, all decisions can be changed. But like the color of walls, flooring of the house, even the layout can be, modified to an extent. But one choice, of cement is the irreversible one in this process. This is where we wanted to focus on for Ultratech, the irreversibility of cement. And to do so, our objectives were clear. Sensitize consumers on the importance of choosing the right cement while getting recalled as the number one cement of India. And thus, we launched घर एक मौका एक इसलिए cement भी देश का number एक. No, we were not just going to say it out loud through TVCs and digital pre-rolls. Our strategy was to bring it to life, building strong memory structures in the minds of the IHBs so that they can associate Ultratech as the reliable and irreplaceable choice. While on digital, it is difficult to locate those who are in the process of building homes. There is no readily available data or even data signals. But one thing our research told us is that an IHB is a digital addict. He is as married and dependent on internet as his counterparts in metros and mini metros. His digital consumption habits, like video streaming, messaging, voice search, social media, gaming, etc., may vary a bit from the urban India, but in essence, the activities are the same. He is well updated what he can do on digital medium. Also, when it comes to rural marketing, it isn't just about people living in villages. Many IHBs are migrant workers, earning in cities but building homes back in the villages where they have their families based. Ultratech saw them as customers. But the good thing over here is we could target them using data signals like frequent train bookings, lat long targeting, and third party signals. On the basis of all these understanding, we laid out our digital strategic framework, the irreversibility framework, which is based on three pillars. First, we would drive contextual relevance by finding moments when people must make big, irreversible decisions in media and place a message there to create strong brand recall. Second, we would build memory structures by placing our ads across multiple digital touchpoints, reinforce our message. This awareness will not just help the brand build familiarity with the scale and size of Ultratech, but the two factors also that will also make in the favor, which is to drive brand choice. And lastly, with tech-driven precision, we would be engaging consumers with the latest trends in digital tech, making the brand memorable and exciting for the IHBs. Intrigued? Well, let me take you through the AV and give you more details about what we did.
Some moments define a lifetime, and we only get one chance to create our legacy. For 90% individual home builders, building a home is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. One that comes after years of savings and deep emotional investment. One chance, Mauka Ek. And the choice of cement is the ultimate irreversible decision in home building. Hence, in a decision so important and with no visual differentiation between cement brands, the consumer looks for a trusted name. The number one cement brand, Ultratech, took the onus to enable this for them. With this insight, along with the goal of making Indians aware of the irreversible choice of cement, Ultratech launched the campaign.
घर एक, मौका एक, तो cement भी देश का number एक.
The campaign strategy in media focused on the irreversibility framework built on three pillars. Contextual relevance, building memory structure, tech-driven precision. We created unique Mauka Ek moments on India's iconic top shows and live sports events like KBC, PKL,
देश के नंबर एक सीमेंट अल्ट्राटेक से ही घर बनाई,
and Asian Games. Ultratech associated with the ultimate nation-defining decision, Indian general elections, driving 8 lakh unique pledges. Building memory structure. We executed an always-on strategy for 44 weeks across platforms, reaching 400 million audiences on YouTube, regional OTT, Meta, top news platforms. Tactical placements on farming apps to reach our rural audience to build consideration. Also, an industry-first solution to reach IHBs using deterministic signals by deploying our messaging on PSU banking apps. Lastly, with tech-driven precision, we identified and reached migrant audience via lat-long technology, intercepting with ads in real time. We leveraged IPL with industry-first tech innovation using Sports API, generating 4,000 plus dynamic creatives across numerous websites and apps. Using AI and voice recognition technology, we tapped into home building conversations and introduced Mauka Ek stickers and notification alerts in chats. Leveraged AI to build contextual posts on social media. And finally, with an industry-first initiative, AdGPT, with Times Network, we designed a conversational chatbot offering home building advice. What resulted was a massive increase in brand matrix and preference, reinstating Ultratech's position as number one.
Well, you just heard the results. This proved that the symphony of content, right platform, and accurate targeting successfully helped cement Ghar Ek Mauka Ek. So, jury, coming back to the decision about the choice of cement when building your dream homes, choose Ultratech क्योंकि घर एक मौका एक इसलिए सीमेंट भी देश का नंबर एक. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next presentation, entry ID 993, Limca.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Should I start?
Yeah, you can start now.
Hi, I'm Anupama and I will be taking you through our Limca case study. Limca is a legacy brand and its iconic tagline Lime and Lemony Limca has been resonating since generations. But over time, a perception has developed about the brand that it is good for relieving gut issues. This has led to a unique situation for Limca. The brand is growing, but it's growing in the older age group. The task for Limca was clear. In order to drive growth, we needed to recruit young consumers. We mapped the passion points of the youth and found that most of them were super cluttered. But when we dwelled deeper, we found one passion point which was untapped by most of the youth brands, which is travel. The Indian youth is driven by YOLO mindset. Heavily inspired by social media, they seek unique travel experiences. However, their love for travel has many challenges which becomes a hurdle to explore this passion. Limca, with its strong hydration credentials, decided to forge deeper connections with them by becoming their travel buddy. Presenting Travel with Limca, your refreshing guide to all things travel. The experience came alive with the Limca bottle, which became a gateway for the consumers to the Limca Travel Hub. The Limca Travel Hub became a one-stop shop where we unlocked a digital verse which gave consumers new travel experiences, pushed them to explore, and facilitated ease of travel. Our digital travel strategy began with pushing consumers to scan the pack by reaching out to them across the digital universe through a multi-layered activation strategy focusing on impact, strategic partnerships, and contextual presence. Now, judges, let me show you some of the digital strategic interventions we made to bring this travel journey alive. Once the scan has happened, the Limca Travel Hub introduced audiences to untapped places, events, and experiences within their city. An army of influencers were created localized content across multiple genres, encouraged consumers to explore new experiences in their city. We did not stop there. We also enabled travel with a first ever collaboration with DMRC, FASTag, and Ease My Trip, and rewarded 4,000 digital vouchers. Our efforts ensured we were able to collect consumer data, which gave us deeper insights into what our consumers were looking for, allowing us to enrich the experiences we were offering them on the Travel Hub. Let's have a look at how we brought this alive.
Lime and Lemony Limca needs no introduction in India. But just like all legendary brands, staying relevant to younger consumers was becoming a challenge. Our research showed that these consumers travel a lot, both for work and leisure, are explorers at heart, and are frustrated by the physical toll of constant movement. And this gave us the aha moment. Why not become a travel buddy for this young audience and help them explore in a refreshing way? And thus, a superb campaign was born. Travel with Limca. A unique P2P experience, turning every Limca bottle into a ticket to exploration. With a quick scan, our consumers were transported into an immersive experiential hub with exciting ways to rediscover their city like never before. We devised a full funnel campaign to capture attention of the young consumers, building awareness, increasing consideration, and boosting purchases through the power of rewards. To bring local experiences to life, we collaborated with Pocket Aces, developing curated content that reveals secret spots, exciting activities, and fresh ideas for exploration. We teamed up with influencers to curate hyper-local content across food, shopping, and entertainment, creating a two-phase activation that made discovery seamless. In Phase 1, influencers rolled out engaging Limca-themed posts, leading consumers to the Limca portal for a chance to refresh, win rewards, and enjoy active leisure. For Phase 2, their content was linked to an interactive geo-map on Limca bottles, where users could scan and receive tailored recommendations near them, each enriched with influencer-led videos and posts. We didn't just inspire travel, we made it happen. Through the first ever partnerships with DMRC, FASTag and Ease My Trip.
Oh my God, आज बहुत एक्सप्लोर कर लिया, अब कुछ रिफ्रेशिंग चाहिए.
We partnered with Rapido to reach frequent travelers, targeting audiences on the go. We also added a WhatsApp prompt to engage users in a relevant way. And the results as refreshing as an ice-cold Limca. A positive uplift in brand equity with 6 percentage points higher spend and 4 percentage points higher consideration versus last year. Above category uplift in BLS results on Meta, YouTube and Hotstar with average 4 percentage points increase. Over 2 million traffic on the platform with 72% overall traffic coming from UP, Delhi, Haryana and Punjab. 4.8 lakh back scans. Traffic with highest label traffic from Delhi, Haryana and Punjab. Distributed over 84,000 rewards throughout the campaign. Macro creators garnered 112% higher reach, 22% higher views and 22% ER than planned. But more than just a campaign, we empowered youths to embrace their city, with Limca always by their side.
Just to recap, here is our end-to-end travel enabler digital strategy on a page, which began with a simple scan. Our efforts paid off as recruitment amongst the youth increased. What sets our digital strategy apart from others is that by tapping into the untapped passion for travel, we created a first of its kind ecosystem that inspires, engages, and simplifies journey for our consumers while staying true to Limca's refreshing rejuvenation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Next presentation, entry ID is 9135, ICICI Prudential Mutual Funds. Hello,
Smita,
ICICI presenter.
I'm just trying to share, but the screen is not getting shared.
Are you using Zoom app or Webex in Zoom?
No, I'm using app. As in, I'm able to select.
Just do one thing, exit these.
What is the error you're getting?
Second, I'm not getting the share button. While I'm able to select, I'm not getting the share button.
Below on the Zoom controls itself, you have share, right?
Yes, I know. वो दिख नहीं
Once
रहा
you
है.
click on that, there is a screen opens up. Can't find it? Do you want some time? Fix it, or okay, we can go ahead with the other presentation. If it's still not working next time, we will.
I
You
think
can
you
send the.
go with the next presentation because it's
Yeah.
still not showing up here. The share
So you
button.
can also do one thing. You can use two laptops.
Hmm.
One you can sit in front of it, and the other one for the presentation. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Easier
I'll just
to.
set that up. I'll just set that up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going with the next presentation. Entry ID is 9116 Facebook.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Just let me know when I can start.
You can start now.
Hello, folks. My name is Dwani Rathor, and I'll be presenting Facebook's case study. Once upon a time, Facebook was the vibrant hub where friends and family gathered to share, connect, and reminisce. It was the heart of digital world where every post sparked a conversation and every update was a celebration. But as time passed, something shifted. The once thriving hub became quieter, a space now filled with only birthday reminders and that one aunt's vacation photos. Meanwhile, a new era of digital adventures began on short format video apps, where new age trends, creativity, and mindless scrolling thrived. But wait, this is not the end of our tale. This is where the real adventure begins. Facebook has more to offer than ever before, and it was about time we reignited that spark of curiosity and passion. That's where the Facebook consideration campaign comes in. In 2023, Facebook introduced their new brand platform to signal the world of possibilities that open up when you tap into what Facebook has to offer. So, we invited young adults to rediscover Facebook and experience the brand promise of social discovery. Our goal was to get young adults to see Facebook not as a place to passively connect, but as a place where you can explore whatever you're into with the help of people. But every good story has its challenges. Ours was to identify and re engage passive Facebook users by implementing targeted strategies to draw them back to the platform. We started with decoding our audience, the 18 to 29-year-old young adults. We segmented the audience into two distinct segments, the Gen Z and young millennials, basis the world they inherited, shared culture, and trends. To uncover their brand receptivity movements, media preferences, and other lifestyle behaviors, we used our proprietary tool, Pace Panel, and analyzed multiple studies published by consumer research companies like YouGov, Mintel, and Ipsos. Further, we used GWI, TGI, and ComScore to understand their media consumption behavior and brand discovery touchpoints. We pinpointed the key genres of platforms where these segments overlap to maximize both efficiency and relevance. Now comes the second part of our quest. How did we re engage them? We crafted our digital first strategy based on three components: digital signals, targeting parameters, and their media mix. The campaign was strategically rolled out in two phases: awareness and consideration. In the awareness phase, we focused on building top of mind awareness with a high affinity, multi channel approach across relevant video platforms, short form video apps, gaming, ticket booking apps, and connected TV, using impact and high SOV properties along with sustained presence. To boost frequency and consideration, we use sequential messaging to target users exposed to the campaign at least once with shorter edits of 15-second and 6-second brand assets. This approach aimed to reinforce the benefits of different product features and enhance their usage. To boost retention and engagement in the consideration phase, we also use apography signals and first party data of partners to strategically target users migrating from Facebook to social platforms, OTT, and other services. To maintain seamless execution, we unified media deployment, prioritized brand viewability, and implemented third party tracking for real time tracking and optimization. Let's see how we brought this to life.
Once upon a scroll, Facebook was the buzzing island, connecting friends and family. Fast forward to today, it's become a space for birthday reminders and passive connections, while the rise of short-form video apps has lured our young adventurers away. But wait, our story is just beginning. Meet our challenge, capturing the attention of young adults aged 18 to 34 and drawing them back to Facebook, a space where curiosity meets community and interests spark exploration. In our journey, we discovered two tribes: Gen Z, the digital nomads diving deep into virtual realms, and the brave millennials who value real-world connections. Our secret weapon? Insights from a proprietary tool, Pace Panel, coupled with studies published by market research companies. With data from over 12,000 respondents, we pinpointed where these explorers spend their time and crafted strategies to bring them back to Facebook. 4 punchy and relatable films were created to showcase how Facebook is a gateway to passion, bringing adventurers together through shared interests. Our strategy took a digital-first approach, pinpointing the key touchpoints where these tribes overlap to maximize both efficiency and relevance. Through cross-visiting study, we wanted to meet the young explorers where they were already hanging out, across social media, online video, OTT services, and gaming platforms. The campaign was strategically rolled out in 2 phases: awareness and consideration. In the awareness phase, we focused on building top-of-mind awareness with a high-affinity multi-channel approach across relevant video platforms, short-form video apps, gaming, ticket booking platforms, and connected TV using impact and high SOV properties, along with sustained presence. To boost consideration and frequency, we leveraged apography signals and third-party data across platforms chosen to re-engage passive Facebook users on multiple platforms using sequential messaging. We activated 25 plus brand assets across 13 media partners over 9 weeks, generating 395 plus URLs to track performance and efficiency. What a legendary journey it was. Over 71 million young explorers saw our campaign 1.95 billion times, driving 789 million completed video views. Brand lift studies across partners showed an 8.5% increase in positive sentiment and a 10% boost in the consideration of platform usage. With the perfect blend of strategic targeting, cross-visited partner selection, and ad format choices, we have put Facebook back on the map, where users can embark on an epic journey of getting into what you're into.
Additionally, the campaign showed a video ad recall lift of 15%, highlighting strong audience retention. Message pull-through increased by 9.5%, proving effective communication, and message association rose by 9%, reinforcing brand connection. So the journey continues. Facebook is no longer the land of passive updates, and all we needed to do was highlight the value of social discovery as uniquely experienced on Facebook. The campaign wasn't just a success, it was the start of a whole new chapter for Facebook. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you. Next presentation, entry ID is 9119, Disney Studios.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Hope it's still visible and not the presenter mode, right?
Yeah.
Disconnecting. All right. Thank you so much. Let me know, please. When can I start?
You can start now.
Hello, I am Omkar Pradhan, and I shall take you on an adventure ride today with Deadpool and Wolverine. The world said Marvel was done after Endgame, right? The money-making machine had halted. Bye bye, Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you ask me, Bollywood 2024 box office, it was down by 13%. And what about Hollywood in India? Even worse, a 17% nosedive. We were staring into an abyss of a cluttered market. So, Marvel was dying, and they were the saviors. Listen up, the Gen Z and early millennials are not just gathered in one place. We literally had to hunt them and track them and hunt them down. But these folks today are hooked on Blink and you miss it forums, stories, reels, spotlight. Moreover, 65% of them are burning their cash online. And on music, they are spending hours and hours on it. So, based on what we saw, our zillennials spend most of their time on these highly engaging and immersive platforms, be it from Instagram to YouTube to Snapchat. Here's the fascinating thing about these audience. They are digging back to their own roots, their own mother tongues. And interestingly, Hindi, Telugu, and Tamil, these are the three largest box offices in India, a place where passionate bunch of people pay money to watch a movie in the theater. Our grand vision was to make the Vibe Tribe see it, make the Gen Zs remember why they gave a dime in the first place, get the fans back, and make Deadpool and Wolverine the #1 superhero movie in India. We created the hit framework, which made it possible to run the entire game plan, reaching the last mile possible, thereby identifying, engaging, and obtaining over 110 Marvel fanatics. Social, e-com, and hype-generating platforms help turn their heads and take notice. Music apps, social media, display networks, and online videos immersed and made them remember. And ultimately, the major display networks, social, along with e-com, gave the final blow, and we triumphed at the box office. Entertainment, this is it. Teasers, trailers, we hit them hard. We built distinct teasers and trailers in the language they speak. Separate ones were made targeting where they live, what they like. We made it all count. 44 million reach and a 44% traction. Now let's check this out.
The world thought Marvel was done after Endgame. In 2024, Bollywood and Hollywood box office dropped 13% and 17%. The market was tough. Deadpool and Wolverine had to bring it back. Our Gen Z fans were everywhere. We tailored our approach, leveraging e-commerce, stories, spotlight, and streaming. They craved immersion in their vernacular languages. We identified 110 million Marvel fans across Disney Plus Hotstar and Amazon. Disney Plus Hotstar pushed content to 40 million fans, while we targeted 45 million on Amazon using genre, language, and spending data, recruiting new fans by interest. Going global, we adapted Deadpool's humor for Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu. Our mission: reignite the Marvel fandom, engaging loyal and new viewers, drive awareness beyond metros, and make Deadpool and Wolverine the highest grossing superhero film in India. We hence went with a digital first approach using hit framework, hype, immerse, and triumph. To create a hype, we hit up all the big players. YouTube and Meta spearheaded teaser and trailer drops. We pioneered full funnel visibility on Amazon. Amazon's ATF built impact and discoverability. We immersed our audience with video ads across platforms, including Amazon's third party, by blending entertainment with shopping intent. We were the first in category to use 3D ASMR technology.
నీతోనే మాట్లాడుతాంది ఈ రోజు లేటెస్ట్ ముచ్చటిను
तो खबर ये है कि डेडपूल वापस आ गया है। अब हे रुक, नाचना है तो सिनेमा में जाके नाच। अरे अपना भाई इंडिया के बड़े पर्दे पे आ गया है और उधर वो भी रहेगा जिसके लोहे के चाकू निकलते हैं हाथ से।
And this is how this tech plus vernacular audio storytelling built an emotional connect. We nudged audiences to book tickets through Meta, Google's display network, and M-Canvas, while Amazon Pay ensured seamless booking. We knew exactly what we were doing. Marvel was back, and so were we. 508 million impressions, 80% users reached, 88 million video views, 44% VTR. Our digital dominance made Deadpool and Wolverine India's highest grossing Hollywood superhero film of 2024, pulling in $15.3 million, 80% from digital. We shattered post-COVID Marvel records, outpacing previous installments by 50%. And that, my friends, is how we went all in, owned digital, and dragged Marvel, kicking, screaming, and winning back to the top.
All right. We just nuked Marvel's boring phase. Check these digits. 508 million impressions. Reached 80% of the universe. 88 million video views and a 27% higher view-through impression rate. And here's the big one. We conquered India.
Omkar, we can't hear you clearly.
Sorry. Am I audible?
Your voice is too low.
Okay. Am I audible now? Can you please tell me?
Hello? Yeah? Do you remember, are you able, anyone, Smita, can you hear him properly?
Little bit lower voices there.
But I think he can continue.
Yeah,
Omkar,
we can
continue.
let
him
continue.
We can hear almost, yeah.
So the true test is the Bollywood, right? The true test is the box office, right? We became our country's highest grossing Hollywood superhero flick in 2024 with a box office collection of incredible 15.3 million US dollars. Numbers don't lie. We are number one. We are back. Marvel's back. I hope you enjoyed this ride with us. Now, as Deadpool just informed me, Dopinder is waiting downstairs to pick me up. Off we go to eat some vada paos. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving to the next presentation, the entry ID is 992, thumbs up.
मेरा नहीं हुआ अरे यार मेरा शेयर ही नहीं हो रहा था वो
Is my screen visible?
all the best. Thank you.
Yes.
Can everyone please go on mute?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. Actually, I could hear someone else also speaking, so I request everyone to please go on mute. Okay, I think I'm good to start now.
Yeah, you can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mansi, and over the next 10 minutes, we'll take you through a journey of how we made India believe in India again. India's largest homegrown brand, Thumbs Up, has a bold macho appeal and celebrates national pride. It has the highest market share in the cola category. However, 70% of its sales are restricted to summer months. Hence, all efforts for Thumbs Up are designed to de-seasonalize and give the consumer a reason to pick a bottle of Thumbs Up all year long. Throw back to 2023 when India hosted the biggest celebration of cricket, the ICC Men's World Cup. Thumbs Up found a natural alignment with this tournament, leveraging its popularity and timing to engage with the consumers beyond the summer months. But when it comes to Cricket World Cup, every brand wants to stand out. So what did we do differently to stand out in this sea of sameness? We spoke to the fans and asked them the $1,000,000 question. Do you really believe India will win the World Cup? या India में खेला गया World Cup कोई और ले जाएगा? And we got mixed response. While 1.2 billion hearts wished hard for an Indian victory, but with the current form and 12-year gap without an ICC win made fans critical and doubtful. We realized in every Indian fan there was a seesaw of emotions oscillating between fear and faith, while every Indian wanted India to win the World Cup, but not everyone believed. Hence, Thumbs Up decided to play the role of the catalyst that continues to rally behind its team's effort. It wanted to turn every Indian from a doubter to a believer. Presenting to you, Thumbs Up Utha India, India Macha.
एक आवाज कहती है ये नया नया कप्तान कहां दिग्गजों की बराबरी कर पाएगा। दूसरी कहती है लिख ले यही कप्तान इतिहास बनाएगा। तेरे अंदर का हर शक मिटाएंगे। तूफान है कब तो हम ही उठाएंगे। थम्स अप उठा इंडिया इंडिया मचा।
So in our effort to transform doubt into belief, we needed to have a strategy keeping fans at its core, ensuring that we engage with them at every level across the fanverse. On digital, we activated this fanverse in two phases. One, where we checked the fans' pulse. Another, where we inspired belief among fans. Coming to the phase one, when the World Cup fever was increasing, we asked the fans, Thumbs Up Utha apni side bata. Thumbs Up launched the special edition can through which fans voted whether India will win or someone else. We used the same data to provoke a response and created more than 400 creatives in real time to run across popular cricket platforms. And while fans were voting, we brought the cricketing fraternity together, sharing their beliefs and fears through a 5-episodic content series hosted on Hotstar by the name of Thumbs Up Fan Pulse. And once we checked the pulse of the nation, it was now time to inspire them. We did this in the period when Indian players had hit the field and live matches had begun. So, with an aim of inspiring belief among at-home fans, we ruled the digital media with series of inspiring creators on the back of high visibility and frequency-based campaign. On India match days, we served reminders across the quick commerce network to keep supporting the team. And while all this set the stage, we knew the real battle was on social media. And to make an impact on Twitter, the ultimate cricket battleground where every play is analyzed and every player is scrutinized, Thumbs Up launched the Believer bot, responding to social debates in real time in Shah Rukh Khan's voice, boosting belief in the team. It didn't end here. To eradicate every doubt and rallying the crowd like never before, we brought the in-stadium experience to millions of fans on social with the legendary Bharatami for the final stretch. And when our fans were commuting, We connected with them through DOH and spread color of belief. Now, let me now take you through an AV that shows the Tufani journey of this campaign.
इस बार तो फीलिंग है यार, वर्ल्ड कप इंडिया ही जीतेगा। पर वर्ल्ड कप जीतने के मामले में ऑस्ट्रेलिया का रिकॉर्ड जबरदस्त है।
जडेजा की फॉर्म देखो कितनी किलर चल रही है, पर 12 साल से नहीं जीते।
इंडिया कितनी सही फॉर्म में है इस बार, पर बाकी टीम भी फॉर्म में ही है।
थम्स अप उठा, इंडिया इंडिया मचा।
Hi, I'm bot. Thumbs up, believer bot. No worries at all here. India's bowling attack is like a storm, with 87 wickets already under their belt. They are the Tufani force that will blow away any opposition. Get ready for a thrilling match.
So, judges, while India believed in India again, brand also gained phenomenal results by driving record sales during non-seasonal months. So, judges, Sunday के मैच में भी thumbs up उठाओ, इंडिया इंडिया मचाओ. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next presentation, entry ID is 9156 down.
Hi, just a minute. I'll just share my screen. Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Just a minute. Let me know once I can get started. Good afternoon, everyone. I am here to present before you Dove Mothermonials for Best Digital Strategy. Tan skin, a bit chubby or healthy, maybe around 5'8" with short hair. That's how most people described me when I was about to get married. And honestly, that's how I was made to feel about myself too. We've all been taught to judge each other by what's visible on the outside. But it hurts when that's all people see. Dove is here to change that, not just for me, but for every woman who has ever felt inadequate because of these hurtful, shallow judgments. We are so much more than what the world sees on the outside. It's time to let our true selves shine unapologetically. In 2021, we sparked a conversation about how beauty standards harm women's self-esteem. And in 2022, we expanded the dialogue to address the pressures young girls face. But is this to say that we've already covered all our bases? I don't think so. We recognize that hashtag Stop the Beauty Test had to evolve to break the generational cycles of judgment and societal pressures that have been passed down. And that's how, in 2024, our approach was simple. We aimed to spark change. Hashtag Stop the Beauty Test evolved into hashtag The Beauty Test Stops with Me. Dove aimed to reshape matrimonial ads into mothermonials, recognizing that mothers largely influence matrimonial services. Instead of focusing on societal beauty ideals, Dove encouraged mothers to celebrate their daughters' individuality. But why is this important? In 2024, online matchmaking platforms experienced a 30% increase in registrations, making it a critical battleground for change. We recognize the need to disrupt the harmful beauty test that dominates the matchmaking process. So, how did we connect with today's modern moms? First, we identified where they spend most of their time online, which led us to WhatsApp groups, news apps, Facebook communities, and YouTube. But what stood out in these spaces were the frequent conversations about marriage prospects, where discussions often centered around the ideal type of girl a family is looking for. We recognized that these were the key touch points we needed to focus on to effectively reach our target audience, mothers. Our strategy was built around three key steps: to inspire change, intervene at key moments, and to enable action. To inspire change, we partnered with the Times of India and YouTube to reach millions of mothers, addressing beauty standards and ending the beauty test. On YouTube, we targeted users based on marital status and wedding keywords. Influencers and celebrities helped promote an AR filter that shifted focus from traditional biodata to meaningful qualities. We enlisted pop culture icon Seema Taparia, known for her traditional matchmaking approach, to challenge conventional views and promote values beyond the superficial. Her influence reached millions, sparking social media attention, with platforms like Pink Villa and Scoop Whoop picking up the story. Then we rightly intervened. We targeted mothers at key touchpoints, with WhatsApp playing a central role. Partnering with Bobble AI, we expanded our reach to family members involved in the matrimonial process. Whenever marriage-related keywords were typed, users saw a Dove matrimonial ad that redirected them to the mothermonial videos, ensuring timely, relevant engagement. Our digital strategy connected with mothers in ways they could relate to. We introduced scratch cards, revealing mothermonial ads that celebrated daughters' ambitions over superficial ideals. We also took over lock screens, sharing quirky counterpoints to typical matrimonial biodata. Lastly, we use notification ads to reach mothers throughout their daily routine. But all of this seemed futile if we were unable to actually drive real action. So, we used AI to help mothers create mothermonials, suggesting empowering adjectives beyond superficial traits like weight or skin tone. This allowed them to highlight their daughter's true qualities, promoting authenticity over judgment. Let's have a look at how our strategy played out.
Marriages are cornerstone of life for Indian women, and majority of them are still arranged. Unfortunately, society's focus on external features never lets their inner beauty shine, turning matchmaking into a beauty test. Dove, in its ongoing fight against matrimonial beauty biases, introduced a revolutionary approach for mothers to stop the beauty test imposed by matrimonial ads and biodatas. Mothermonials shifted the focus from physical features to inner beauty, captured from the eyes of a mother. With this, we leveraged one of the most powerful tools for matchmaking, used by both mothers and daughters, which are digital platforms like Meta, WhatsApp, YouTube, and many more, leading to a smartphone takeover. To build courage and to break generational biases, we deployed a multi-pronged strategy. To inspire them, digital storytelling brought strong testimonials from mothers in 4 different languages on YouTube. As pop culture influences perceptions, we partnered with the global face of Indian matchmaking, Seema Taparia, who highlighted the flaws in traditional matchmaking and embraced mothermonials. Dove created a unique selfie biodata filter that let women showcase witty answers to objectionable questions of height, weight, and color. 23 influential voices from different fields joined our movement by using this filter. We conducted a social experiment with 3 mother-daughter duos to bring out the difference a mothermonial can make on their daughter's self-esteem. Times Digital Network raised awareness about the negative impact of regressive matrimonials. To maximize impact, we intervened with mothers at their moment of truth. WhatsApp, being the biggest channel for matrimonial conversations, smart keyboard contextual prompts through Bobble AI intervened chats to rethink condoning the beauty tests. Lock screen takeovers, scratch cards engagement, and push notifications during active matrimonial app sessions gave a glimpse of the alternate approach, driving users to create mothermonials. To enable and simplify making mothermonials, we had a real game changer. We created the first ever AI-powered mothermonial platform, integrated with the Times ad booking system. This innovation helped us identify every party booking a matrimonial ad and converting them into a mothermonial. These mothermonials could be then shared with your network to spread the movement and drive real action. The impact was undeniable. Along with over 1 billion impressions across platforms, we saw a staggering 1,200 plus mothermonials in just 1 month. With this campaign, once again, Dove proved that beauty isn't just about what you see, it's about what you value. Dove started a movement to bring about a new reality. And in this reality, the beauty test does not exist.
Our campaign sparked a powerful societal shift, driving a remarkable 1,500 bips increase. Yes, you heard that correctly, a 1,500 bips growth. We saw results at every step of our strategy. Our inspirational videos and content garnered 200 million views. And by leveraging Seema Taparia's immense reach, we gained over 95 million impressions. With a complete smartphone takeover and smart targeting through digital communication channels, we intervened 11 million plus users.
Last 1 minute.
Lastly, our AI-assisted mothermonials help create over 1,200 personalized ads, shifting perceptions in the process. But of course, at Dove, we're not stopping now. This is just the beginning of our movement of converting Stop the Beauty Test to hashtag The Beauty Test Stops with Me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving to the last presentation of this session. The entry ID is 9110 Ultratech.
Hi, just allow me a moment.
Okay.
So I'll just do a quick check. Are the slides moving for you all?
Yes.
Cool, and I'm hoping my presenter view is not visible.
Yes.
Cool, we can start now.
Yes, we can start.
So, judges, before we commence, let's just play a small logo game and identify some of the original brands over here. Now, I'm sure most of y'all were able to get most of these logos right. And that's the power of a well-traveled logo, right? A logo that's been popularized and reinforced everywhere. And such is the case with the iconic Ultratech logos too, as they are scattered across the country at highways, markets, mandis, hoardings, wall paintings, dealer panels, or even the cement bags used in home construction and construction elsewhere. Actually, even found an Ultratech logo at Himachal Pradesh close to 10,000 feet above sea level. But the bigger picture is that there are over 1.9 billion Ultratech logos scattered across the country. That's effectively one Ultratech logo for every Indian. Now, I would request you all to hold on to this fun fact for a while because we're going to take a small detour. It's the age of accessibility today. Beat any problems, physical health, mental health, legal issue, we have access to a trusted expert just a fingertip away. Oh, sorry, I think मैंने गलत picture लगा दिया, but आप मेरी भावनाओं को तो समझ ही गए होंगे. But there's one area where we still lack instant access to a trusted expert, and that's home building. 90% of individual home builders build their homes only once in their lifetime. Close to 120 billion rupees on an average are at stake. While there are few experts available in this case, they also come with their own set of limitations. For example, an architect can only be afforded by a few Indians, and a contractor may not necessarily have the best interests of an individual home builder. Thus, this leaves home builders with too much uncertainty and endless questions. Questions like what material should I use? How do I budget? How to avoid mistakes? Because mistakes in this regard are costly and irreversible. Naturally, one would end up relying on the trusted expert we know. You know, the likes of Meerut ke Tauji, Pados wale uncle, Kanpur ke chacha. But home building is a highly technical activity where trust and expertise rarely coexist, thus leading to their homes looking like this, this, or this. Now, cement is the biggest irreversible aspect of home building. आप पेंट को कभी भी बदल सकते हैं पर सीमेंट को आप कभी बदल नहीं सकते क्योंकि घर हम एक ही बार बनाते हैं. So it was natural to expect the major cement brands to bridge the gap of a trusted expert. But then most of them were stuck in the same mold and were relying on the usual media mix. And because they were relying on the usual media mix, their expert solutions yielded limited reach and conversions. As India's #1 cement, Ultratech had to do something about it. तो हम काम पे लग गए. India has over 800 million mobile users, and with data consumption on the rise, more users are turning online to look for home building information. And more Indians are scanning QR code for payments and other daily activity. With 1.9 billion Ultratech logos, we realized we had the largest media mix in the history of a category. Just then we wondered, what if we digitized all these logos and made them scannable? And this included the wall paintings that are present in every remote corner of the country. We transformed these 1.9 billion static Ultratech logos into 1.9 billion home building expert, accessible with a simple mobile scan. Presenting Ultratech Se Pucho, a first of its kind initiative merging the best of AI vision, augmented reality, and generative AI that converts every Ultratech logo into a dynamic home building expert, which is accessible with a simple mobile scan. All users needed to do was scan the QR code that were placed across dealerships and even multi-brand outlets, save the portal that opened up, और जहां भी दिखे अल्ट्राटेक लोगो वहीं पूछो बात घर की एक अल्ट्राटेक इंजीनियर के साथ. To know more on how the technology worked, here is a brief video.
We transformed these billion static Ultratech logos into billion home building experts, accessible with a simple mobile scan. Introducing Ultratech Se Pucho, a first of its kind experience merging with the best of AI vision, AR, and generative AI. The AI computer vision recognizes the Ultratech logo. Augmented reality experience transforms the logo into a 3D home building expert. And the generative AI-powered WhatsApp bot instantly connects users with a real-world Ultratech expert. Within few days of the launch, top news channels featured Ultratech Se Pucho on Prime Times News.
India's #1 cement Ultratech.
घर निर्माण से जुड़ी हर तकनीकी जानकारी के लिए
अल्ट्राटेक से पूछो इनिशिएटिव.
Popular influencers shared it among their followers. And we received tons of organic coverage from reputed publications. The nation's most iconic voice brought the experience to life on the legendary primetime show watched by 1 billion Indians.
स्क्रीन पे दिए हुए जो क्यूआर कोड है उसको आपको स्कैन करना होगा और एआई एआर टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से जानकारी आपको मिलेगी.
To create intrigue and drive trials, we even built on-ground installation in key markets. And using hyperlocal targeting, we reached the right audience at the right time. All this cumulatively helped in making Ultratech Se Pucho a pivotal home building companion. अब घर निर्माण से जुड़ी हर एक तकनीकी बात सिर्फ एक स्कैन से जानो. अल्ट्राटेक इंजीनियर के साथ अल्ट्राटेक से पूछो.
नमस्कार. तो आप घर निर्माण कर रहे हैं.
Now we had to make Ultratech Se Pucho accessible to every home builder while also clearly demonstrating its functionality and ease of use. Traditional mediums lacked the interactivity and precision-led targeting. This led us to develop the Empower framework, a digital-first strategy built on 7 core pillars to maximize access and usage. Each pillar of the Empower framework was designed to tackle a specific challenge. Now let's break down on how each element came together to drive impact. We engage targeting with data-driven insights, wherein with pin code-based targeting, we ensure to reach home builders across high construction activity zones. We also leveraged first-party data to target home loan applicants via Meta and hijacked every home building query on Google with a direct call to action to the experience. As second pillar, we deployed multi-sensory rich media takeovers. Here we engaged audiences with immersive formats such as lock screen takeovers and glance. We did pause and play prime time news takeovers with scannable QR codes on connected TV with seamlessly merged digital and traditional media, and leveraged Public, the online news app meant for Hindi heartland, to popularize the experience. As third pillar, we devised a powerful influencer strategy, wherein we got India's most iconic voice, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, to showcase the experience on India's most iconic show, Kaun Banega Crorepati. We also partnered with regional influencers and Bhojpuri stars to drive credibility and FOMO. As we drove optimal engagement with digital experiences such as interactive bus shelters and QR code-enabled AR installations in key cities, which ensured users were able to access expert advice at the right time. The wide accessibility of the Ultratech logo ensured that we were able to digitize all the 1.9 billion Ultratech logos into AI-powered digital gateways, offering instant access to home building expertise. And with easy interactivity, we ensured the experience was compatible on all types of smartphones. To close the loop, we activated real-time support for guidance, where with Gen AI-powered WhatsApp bot provided instant expert-backed assistance, bringing digital innovation with real-world needs. The campaign received widespread acceptance. We managed to reach close to 55 million home builders. Over 12 lakh home builders closely interacted and engaged with the platform, leading to an immersiveness of 2 minutes per session. More than 1 lakh home builders actually saved the experiences to their home screen, with over 50% interaction actually originating from rural India.
Outstanding, super.
Lastly, all this lead to a whopping earned media of over INR 38 million in coverage. So judges, since we have few seconds left, why don't you all try and experience the experience yourself? Just scan the QR code, place the marker on the Ultratech logo placed on the side, and experience the magic. And while you're at it, I would like to mention the fact that this experience was completely born, bred, and conceptualized in a media agency. And before parting, I'll leave you with another question. What will you all do with your logo presence? Thank you.
Thank you.
So that concludes.
So, sir, one presentation is there. They got some. So that is ICICI Entry ID 9135 ICICI Prudential Mutual Funds.
Okay, so you
Abha is
requested
ready.
them to. Okay, carry on. Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Is it presenter view or is it normal view?
No,
Okay. Can I start?
It's not in full screen.
it's not in full screen.
It's not there full screen.
Check.
It's not on full screen. What is the problem? Yeah.
Now is
Now is it?
Yeah. Yes. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
Your time starts now. All the best.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Abha. In the next 10 minutes, I will be presenting ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund's digital strategy. The history of mutual fund in India can be traced back to the 60s, and it has evolved significantly over the decades. Despite being around for such a long time and having a strong growth in the last decade, mutual fund penetration in India is relatively low, with only 10% bank account holders currently investing in mutual funds. However, for an underpenetrated category, it suffers from significant complexities. Over 44 brands offering 2,500 products spanning diverse categories including debt, equity, index fund, and many more, creating a challenging landscape for investors. Amidst the noise of the mutual fund market, we aim to carve out a leadership position in the multi-asset allocation fund category, countering the widespread belief that mutual funds are solely equity driven. We needed to champion the diversification benefits of these funds, which strategically blend equity, debt, and gold. While research showed that a large portion of mutual fund subscriptions were driven by males aged 25 to 50 years, almost 54% new investor growth was fueled by millennial investors. This investor cohort was growing fast, and hence this became an important cohort for us to drive growth. It was important to understand the millennial investor better, to plan our growth strategy. All data sources connected us to a singular fact. Millennials are driving a digital-first, mobile-driven media ecosystem, favoring social video, live sports, and interactive content over traditional TV. While millennials were leading the fandom on live cricket consumption on digital platforms, we were still wondering if we had a strong case to decode on how cricket would deliver on our core KPI. We were confident about the delivery on cricket. It was a no-brainer as this audience is highly engaged, as no one wants to miss the action when it came to live cricket. For our business KPI, we took inspiration from all the brands that were built on the back of cricket, reaching out to a similar target audience that we also wanted to target. We had the building blocks of our digital dominion strategy, engaging the new age investor through digital first experience, harnessing the passion and mass appeal of sports, while delivering precision targeted content via digital platforms. India had a busy sports calendar with 3 premier tournaments over a period of 9 months, 2 World Cups, and 2-month-long IPL. Live sports was no longer just a media buy. For us, it was an attention strategy. A data-driven, high-impact strategy leveraging CTV, premium handheld devices, geo-targeting, maximizing reach across metro and affluent small town markets was rolled out to engage high-value audiences through a live sports campaign strategy. We drove further impact during live matches by being present on ad formats like squeeze ups, Astons, L bands, branded cards, and video features. This approach helped us deliver 5x impressions, aiding to our brand messaging reinforcement. While sports was the primary focus, we sustained engagement during non-live sports period through biddable platforms, Meta, YouTube, premium financial sites, Money Control, Live Mint, Economic Times, Financial Express, and strategic content through influencers, blogs, investor educations, and FAQ videos. This ensured continuous impact and audience empowerment beyond live sports. Our sports strategy helped spread our brand communication amongst 90% of our core millennial investor audiences. So let's watch the impact of this strategy.
Mutual funds category was characterized with too many choices and too little differentiation. 44 mutual fund companies were offering 2,500 mutual fund schemes, leaving investors confused. Category penetration was a mere 10%. Investors were stuck in traditional equity, missing out on the power of diversification. ICICI Multi-Asset Allocation Fund bridged this gap, but awareness was low. The objective was clear: break through the noise, building awareness and preference for ICICI Multi-Asset Allocation Fund. Research revealed that 2 out of 3 mutual fund subscriptions came from males aged 25 to 50. Among them, millennial investors stood out. Digitally savvy, risk-tolerant and post-COVID entrants via fintech apps. Open to new financial instruments, they were ideal for a diversified investment approach. To effectively influence millennial investors, we needed to integrate with high reach, high impact, and high intent touchpoints. Cricket dominated content preferences. Digital was apt for precision and reinforcement, while CTV and premium handhelds ensured delivery to an affluent audience. Cricket's proven success with this audience segment validated our approach. Digital Dominion strategy was crafted. We strategically combined cricket's massive reach with digital precision, leveraging 3 marquee events over 9 months on Disney Plus Hotstar and Jio Cinema to maximize visibility during peak viewership. Multi-format execution generated 5 times impressions. Personalized creative sequencing nurtured consideration, while dynamic retargeting reinforced messaging to drive conversions. The campaign reached an average of 130 million viewers in every tournament. Our cricket roadmap helped to engage with 90% of relevant audiences. We then extended our reach through biddable platforms, premium financial ecosystems, influencers, and content-led investor education. The results spoke for themselves. Our success measures moved beyond delivering brand metrics, creating actual business growth. By seamlessly blending cricket's scale with digital's precision, we created a high-impact, performance-driven playbook for category growth at ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund.
The results were undeniable. We saw significant gains across brand and business KPIs. Be it search volumes, brand awareness, brand consideration, BLS scores improved considerably, but the most compelling evidence and most satisfying of contributing meaningfully of our success was a 3x increase in product sales during this period. A combination of sports plus digital strategy transformed passion into precision engagement for the digital investor, creating a strong blueprint to unlock growth for ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund in future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This concludes the